Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Wednesday, September 17th, 2025. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, he's my husband, you know, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We are producing Pride Vet Diversity Pride and Pride Fort Lauderdale.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. Queer God Squad remembers healer, teacher, and queer ally, Louise Hay.
During the height of the AIDS crisis in the 1980s, Louise Hay became a crucial source of support for the LGBTQ+ community. At a time when fear and social stigma were rampant, she opened her home to people with AIDS and created a support group called the Hayride. These weekly gatherings provided a safe and loving space for individuals who were often ostracized by their families and society.
Louise, sometimes called Mama Lou, studied the science of mind at First Church of Religious Science in New York City and became an ordained New Thought minister. She never led a church, but started a publishing company, wrote several books, trained life coaches, spoke at conferences, appeared on television, and operated the Hayride. Her ministry touched and continues to touch people all over the world.
Hay's philosophy, rooted in the power of affirmations and self-love, which includes forgiveness of self and others, offered a message of hope. She taught that a person's thoughts and emotional state could influence their physical health. While this approach was met with controversy from the medical community, her unwavering compassion and belief in the individual's inner strength provided immense comfort. Her empathy for others and passion for healing might have come from her own experiences as a sexual abuse survivor and a cancer survivor. She lived to be almost 91. Louise was a powerful advocate for unconditional love and acceptance, which she believed contributed to healing, leaving a powerful legacy in her support for a marginalized community.
Over the years, Louise embraced philosophies beyond the science of mind, such as tapping, A Course in Miracles, positive psychology, Reiki, homeopathy, the channeled works of Abraham, and transcendental meditation. She was sometimes called in the media the Queen of New Age. By any name, love, forgiveness, self-care, and positive affirmations were her spiritual bread and butter. She loved our community, and many of us loved her back.
You know, one of the things I love about this story is that Louise was there for me in a time when I first tested HIV positive. I came back into the country, and I was living in California, and it was at a time, you know, when we was trying to really understand what it meant to be living with HIV, first of all, because of all the stigma that went around it. And there was two different projects. There was a Dante's project in San Diego, and then there was Louise Hay. And somehow I managed my way to get into the Louise Hay groove of thinking. And I think one of her first books that I read by her was You Can Heal Your Life. And then one of her other books specifically was speaking to loving yourself. And so just tapping into that source of a different way of looking at things outside of the medical diagnosis that we were given was almost a lifeline for so many people. A lot of people were dying. A lot of people were being, you know, you would go to a funeral, the family would go home, change out the locks, empty out the person. So a lot of stuff was going on in the early days of HIV and AIDS. But most importantly, I think what Louise offered to people like myself and many others was really that change of mind of hope. Mm-hmm. You can live. You are not your diagnoses. You're not all these things that people say you're in the medical. You are more than that. And that whole part of you really can heal your life didn't mean that the body might get healed, but heal your mind, heal your way of thinking, heal your way of looking at things. And that could have, that was a lifesaver. That was a life changer. Because again, this is back in a time when a lot of our people were taking up to 19 to 27 pills a day just to stay alive. And the damage that was doing to the body alone, Louise would say, you know what, sometimes it might mean just asking your body, what do you need? Or what do I want today? And let that begin the healing process of your life as well, and not just focus on all the other medical stuff. That's the other side of this.
I don't remember which book it was. I think it was because before You Can Heal Your Life, she had something called, I think it was called the AIDS book or whatever. And it was a little blue book. And but in one of her books, she, and The Power is Within You is one we use for practitioner training here at Sunshine Cathedral. But one of her books said something about, this is when we had nothing, we had no medications. And it said something about people, I'm not even sure we had tests yet. I think you were being diagnosed by conditions and T4 cells. Like if you had low blood cell count and these various illnesses, so it was that early. And she was talking about people taking vitamins, like when they're healthy, taking vitamins and homeopathic remedies for little sniffles or whatever, like trying to be as healthy as you could be from the start. Quit smoking, whatever. So you'd be healthy, so that if it were to hit, if you thought you were in a danger group, you were going to hit, that you already had more reserves. You had more, if you're here and you break down, that's better than being here and breaking down. Like it buys you more time or whatever. That's just simple advice.
Yeah.
Start taking vitamins right now. Don't wait till you get sick. Don't, right now, start eating better. Right now, start getting some rest. Right now, whenever you have a sniffle or an itch or whatever, just take something and try to knock it out right away. And I took that advice to heart. And I've become lazier with it over the years because I've got great meds and whatnot. But in those days, oh my God, I knew what every vitamin could do, what every herb could do, what herb didn't mix well with another one, so you shouldn't take it or whatever. I mean, I was a very educated person about nutrition and holistic health or whatever. And I swear that was part of my salvation. I didn't live on the West Coast. I never experienced the hayride, but I saw her on Oprah. I saw her talking about it. And there was just this thing about loving yourself, forgiving yourself, because a lot of what we carry around is, oh, why did I or why didn't I? She's like, that's over. Get over all that. Forgive yourself, love yourself, especially if you didn't feel loved. You've got a deficit of love. Let's start filling that hole, and you can do it yourself. Just love yourself. And so that's the healing that might, if you have enough time, might result in your body responding with vibrant health or whatever. But the primary thing is healing your mind, healing your soul, healing your emotions, so that if you have an hour or 100 years, that time is filled with joy and love and peace and fulfillment. Now, the secret is the more of that you have, the more everything else seems to work out better too, whether it's finances or health or relationships or career or whatever. But it starts here. So if you can start just healing your relationship with yourself, that's going to lead to other healing experiences. But that's the most important one. If you never go past that, you got your money's worth.
Yeah.
And so those are the things she for sure taught me early on, is that you deserve to love yourself. You deserve to be loved. And the for sure way you can get it is to love yourself. And, wherever you are, celebrate what's good about it and work on that so that you can maintain that longer. And those two things, I think they may have saved my life.
I know when we do her readings here at Sunshine Cathedral, or her name is mentioned in a sermon, her teachings are mentioned in a homily, something like that, inevitably after the service, somebody will come up and say, oh, it was Louise Hay and what she taught that got me through the height of the AIDS crisis, because what she taught would carry me when nobody else could or would. So, I mean, even years later, 34 years later, her work still has a huge impact on our community.
The song we sing a lot, I Love Myself the Way I Am, was her song that was sung at every hayride. She had a band.
Okay.
One of them in the 80s, HIV positive, he's a religious science minister to this day. Perfect health, at least my age, maybe a little bit older, very handsome, perfect health. He was part of that from the beginning.
Wow.
But no, that was song which was part of this healing movement. I love myself the way I am. It's part of our liturgy, probably at least 4 months out of the year. And that comes from the hayride.
Interesting. Okay.
All righty. Well, I think we got more to say about Louise Hay, but we don't have the time. So I do love her. She has a lot of books. They're so simple. That was another one of her miracles is that she could just make stuff really, really simple. So they're easy to read, they're fun, and they're still available. So you might want to go to hayhouse.com or amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. You can still read her books, and they're gonna feel like a big old hug, and it's gonna be good for you. So remember Louise Hay, and that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, I want to invite you to check out our Performing Arts series. Yes, the season is up on us. Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts has a great acts lined up for the 2025 and 2026 season. Here is a taste of what's coming up.
Golden Ghouls. Picture it. Halloween 2025 will be on our stage one night only, October 25th.
Then on November 7th, we will welcome back Miss Coco Peru in Fuck This Shit. If this show is like her other tours de force, there will be storytelling, laughs, singing, and a moral to tie up the evening. Or maybe this one is entirely different. You'll have to come to the show to know for sure. But you already know it's going to be one of the best nights of comedy and drag artistry you will have enjoyed all year.
December 7th brings Matthew Darren's annual Holiday Fantasia, always amazing, and this year it will again be co-hosted by Varla Jean Merman.
And in 2026, there are already some great shows lined up, such as selections from Pearly, a musical based on the play Pearly Victorious by Ozzie Davis on February the 7th. And for more information about these shows and others, and to secure your tickets, go to sunshinecathedral.org/arts.
Please like and share this episode on your social media and look for Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram.
You can also like our individual pages on Facebook. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will find Bishop Talk, where Bishop Darrell and I interview queer religious leaders, activists, and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we're all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.